Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome to Kelly's Keto Kitchen. Today I want to show a super easy and delicious recipe for chocolate cookies. Creamy, chewy chocolate cookies. And the best ingredient, the secret to that, is a super ripe and delicious avocado. So I had this on my counter and it's just begging for me to make something. So what better than chocolate cookies? So let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this avocado, take the pit out here. So just take the knife, give it a turn, and you know that's perfectly ripe, awesome avocado. We're just gonna squeeze it into the bowl, get all that goodness into there. And now we're just gonna mash it up. I mean, it's already really soft. This is like the perfect avocado for this recipe. And when it's so ripe, it's gonna be a pretty mild flavor. You probably won't even taste the avocado. Honestly, it's more for the texture. And with this delicious cocoa powder, that's really what you're gonna taste. And really, if you wanted to, you could throw this in a food processor to get it even smoother, but I think this will be good. And I had these eggs. I put them in a bowl of hot water for like 5 to 10 minutes just to take the chill off of them. It's just easier to incorporate that way. So we're gonna put in the eggs. So 2 large eggs. Get my whisk, make it a little bit easier. You really want to incorporate this really well. All right, that's good. We're going to set that aside. In this bowl, it doesn't call for a sifter, but I'm going to sift. I just like the way it is better. It has a little fluffier of a texture. So we need 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. It's gonna be rich and dark. That's perfect, actually. There we go. And it calls for 1/2 cup of swerve, but I'm only gonna use 1/4 cup and 1/4 teaspoon of stevia. I like the combination. Quarter cup and 1/4 teaspoon of stevia, and pink salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pink salt, and a teaspoon of baking powder. So I really like the sifter because you can get everything fully incorporated. You don't want to bite into your cookie and it's like all baking powder. So you can help out those big pieces. There you go. and now we're just going to incorporate these guys gently. Just carefully. You don't want to get the powder all over the house. Like that. That's okay. There you go. It's coming together. It looks almost like a brownie batter. It looks amazing. Just going to scrape down the sides here. Actually, I'm going to fold in. That's easier. And you don't even see any flecks of green. Very good consistency. It's almost like a pudding. So I have the oven on 350, and we're going to just use an ice cream scoop so they can all be perfectly uniform. Actually, it was supposed to be a 1 cup of cocoa powder, so I went ahead and added more cocoa powder, and I added a little bit more swerve, and actually a little bit more stevia. So it has half a teaspoon of this powdered stevia, and 1/3 of a cup of the swerve confectioner's sugar. So this is the consistency now it's supposed to be. Definitely more like a cookie batter or like a brownie batter. And now we'll use our trusty ice cream scoop. Doesn't make nearly as much as I thought it would. So maybe 7 cookies. So these aren't really going to flatten out much in the oven, so I'm going to smush them down a little bit so they cook evenly. I have the oven on for 350 degrees. And these should take 10 to 12 minutes. Just try to even out all these little like peaks here so they don't burn on the top. All right. So in we go, 350. And we will check them and see you in 10 minutes. We're gonna check them out. Those look good. The sides are firm. Soft is a little soft, but the center is a little soft. But we're gonna take them out and let them cool. We'll see you in another minute. So 10 minutes has come and gone, and here they are. One is missing. My husband already attacked it. But I want to show you what they're like. They could have gone for another minute or so, and they're still warm. But look at this. Look at that. It's like a chocolate pillow. It's so light and fluffy. Watch what I'm gonna do next. So the other day I made keto ice cream in a mason jar. You take a cup of heavy cream. I think it was 4 tablespoons of natural peanut butter, 2 tablespoons of Swerve, and what else? Oh, and a teaspoon of vanilla. And you put the cover on and you shake it up until it's like all together. Throw it in the freezer for 3 hours. It was solid. So maybe 2.5 hours. Check it. But look at this. Isn't that fantastic? Watch what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah. And people think that keto is boring. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. Wow, it's chocolatey, it's rich, it's fluffy, it's cool, it's creamy. It is fabulous. Yum. Thanks for coming and watching and seeing me on Kelly's Keto Kitchen. Thanks for rolling with me. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and turn on post notifications, and there'll be more to come. Have a good one, guys.